All right. Speaking of additional revenue, Ann,
Yes.
according to CNBC, Lululemon will debut monthly memberships for clothes, events, and classes in a bid for loyal customers. The athletic apparel retailer this week said it will debut this fall 2 tiers of memberships, one free and one paid, in a bid to build a stronger base of loyal customers. The free membership option, will, quote, give users early access to Lululemon product drops and exclusive items, as well as invitations to in-person community events, end quote, according to a press release. And the paid option will cost $39 per month, the same price as an all-access subscription to Lululemon's at-home fitness platform, Mirror, and will also feature content from a number of participating fitness studios, including places like Rumble, Pure Bar, which I had to ask Ann how to pronounce, and everyone's favorite place to get sweaty, the Dog Pound. And keeping with the Dog Pound theme, do you think customers will lap up this new membership offering at $39 per month?
Yes.
You do?
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
I do.
All right.
I think that the power that this brand has over people continues to amaze me every day. I mean, I think that this smells like Walmart Plus when they're like, oh yeah, Mirror members, we're going to be moving you over to this new Lululemon subscription. And also now we have, 5 million Mirror members all of a sudden in 1 month. But I definitely can see people going to this membership and getting access to, it makes sense for Lululemon subscribers. Like, you now basically have the equivalent of what Peloton's doing. Peloton just raised their price to $44 a month now. Like, this is a demand area for sure. And Lululemon is in a position to command, their brand being at the head of this subscription offering. I do.
So you love it.
I do love it.
You love it.
I do love it.
People will sign up for it.
I absolutely think people will sign up for it. I think it's going to take off and explode. I don't know that this brand can do wrong here, but
okay.
What do you?
I think I like it too.
Okay.
I kind of probably threw some def faking there, but like, I think I like it too. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, where's the risk?
Right.
But there's a couple points I would call out here. Like, Lululemon had the subscription that was like over $100, which sounds like that's just fallen by the wayside. So it sounds like there wasn't an appetite for that.
Well, it was just a pilot, and they were not doing it in like a lot of markets. So yes.
Right. But it sounds like they didn't get enough feedback on that to roll that. So now they're giving this free thing, which, yeah, okay, fine. The $39 one is more interesting to me though, because for 2 reasons. One, it tells me Mirror is in bad shape, because, and the reason for that is it's a tough sell, right? Mm-hmm. We talked about this when they started. The equipment's not a required component of this. You can do all of the same things just with an app. Mm-hmm. And it's a different selling process. You go into the stores, no one's looking at the mirror, right? Yep. But because it's a different selling process. It takes a much more consultative type sell than like selling apparel.
I mean, they're using the mirror to look at hold clothes out to themselves.
Right.
To be fair.
And I think you showed me this actually, is that you could provide the same value of Mirror just through a good mobile interface. Yeah. As your Peloton membership attests to, like, you pay for the Peloton membership, but you don't have the bike.
Right.
It's not about the bike, not to intentionally quote Lance Armstrong, but it's not. It's about a good mobile interface and a community engagement. That's what they brought over with the leader from Amazon that's doing this. And it tells me they're downshifting the emphasis on Mirror as the component of that and trying to get good content in the community going through the mobile interface, which I think 100% makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right on that. They have put together a good collection of people. They already have a lot of relationships with a lot of these independent gym owners too. So I think that the potential for what they can gain from subscription revenue from this app will, and the other perks alongside it in store. Do I think we're going to start to see a bunch more people going to Lululemon for, yoga classes and stuff and doing the in-person stuff at Lululemon? Maybe, but I don't see that as like the hardcore destination. I do want to raise one slight concern that I have. So for all of those listening, so a few of you have been emailing me this week about the new Abercrombie documentary that came out on Netflix. I was watching that. So for those who don't know, there's the new Netflix documentary. It talks about the history of Abercrombie, mostly about how they were recruiting and like what their whole strategy was. We'll talk about it on another episode perhaps. But when I was trying to think of like, do we have an Abercrombie brand from 1996 in 2022? And I think Lululemon could be that brand. And so I like the trajectory here. I am an avid purchaser of Lululemon product, but I wonder if we reach a tipping point for this brand where it falls down, like we saw what happened with Abercrombie. I mean, I don't know. I think you see a lot of other brands being more inclusive, bringing in different types of partnerships. Like, will we see a Fabletics or somebody else come in and lap Lululemon, or are they just on that same forward motion?
I think it's a great point. I mean, I think the history of apparel retailing is littered with companies that hit the zeitgeist at the right moment and had a 10 or 15 year run on it. Right. And so, and the other point I think it brings up in closing for me is, you know, Peloton versus Lululemon, which is the easier way to go? Be the apparel company first, get into the equipment, or get in equipment and then go to apparel. I think what this is saying, and what tells me at least they're going to try, is it potentially could be easier if you have a great mobile interface to create the community engagement around it, where the bike beat and the equipment outlay becomes inconsequential and gets you more people too, gets you more mass appeal. So anyway.
Right. Yes, I agree. I mean, I think we'll see what happens as we go forward, but definitely a smart move on Lululemon's behalf to not just stick to apparel.
Well, it's so easy to try.
Yeah.